You know, I talk about just being constantly set up for failure or not set up to be able to succeed. Another prime example, had a flat tire on the mower. Luckily, a friend's truck was over there near where it was, so it wasn't a astronomically huge debacle. But it seems like everything with farming has to do with fighting tires. Always a flat one. Anyways, I had a friend give me this compressor. It needed a lot of work. It'd been in the barn for years. Old Honda was full of water. Compressor was full of water. But anyways, so I got it. Went and bought a new motor for it. From what I could tell, the compressor actually compressed. Piddle fart around with that, get that hooked up. Feeling pretty excited, blew out the bottom of the tank. It was rusted out. It's actually sitting right there. You know, and of course you try to weld it. Blow out right beside the weld. So it's always something. What are all these white flowers? I do not recognize any of these. Huh. You know, luckily I had an old compressor that was a stand-up that was junk, but the tank's good. So I was able to piddle fart around with that. Of course, nothing fits airline wise. 14 trips to town. Got it working. Pumping good. And then the main line coming off of the compressor, that's broken. Of course it is. Which I had another line. I had one here. I didn't have the ferrules, so I gotta wait till tomorrow. But it does pump, so that wasted a whole day. Man, it's absolutely beautiful out here today. It's like 80 degrees and a nice breeze. No humidity, that's coming. But trying to get this truck set up a little bit. Like I've mentioned in the past, I am going to try to do some custom bush hogging. I found a neat little app. Only the one really, Mower Plus, I think it is. It's actually by John Deere, and you can put your mower width in there, which the max it goes is 80. So I'm actually doing a little bit more than what it says, but it is still pretty cool. Keeps track of your time, your mows. One thing else I'd like to get is an actual a gas tank to put in the truck. I don't need like a big 100-gallon diesel tank because the thing's not horrible on fuel. It would just be easier, and I'm not looking to spend much money on that, but if I come across one. I also think I'm going to cut this bed down a little bit. Maybe keep that top board in the front half, but then 45 it down to just 2 boards towards the back. It's hard to reach over and grab anything out of the sides if you need to. You know, I built this bed for a temporary type deal, and it has actually been really good. It's worked awesome. Great. It's like a built-in workbench, but it's actually worked really well. So I haven't had any luck finding the metal one, which is okay. Of course, I'd still like to have something better than what I got, but it's getting the job done right now, which is all that matters. Need to put legs or a mounting bracket on that compressor. It's just sitting in there, and she is a little on the wobbly side. I don't want to have it tip over and tear up that motor. Like I say, it is brand new. You know, it boggles my mind they can sell that motor for, I think it was like $130 for like a 6 horsepower. I mean, look how similar it is. That's actually a Honda, what was it, GX160 down there? Absolutely insane that they're that close. This is called a toe jack. It lifts up right here. Found this on an auction site I've been playing around with. 16 bucks. I actually got that because I need to jack up some of the stuff here. Need to really try to get this stuff cleaned up out here. It doesn't seem like I'm getting anywhere. I was going to do it today, but then got tied up with the compressor thing, so didn't get very far at all with it. But I'm just tired of looking at this mess. It's an absolute cluster. It's supposed to rain several days this week, so I'm actually going to try to do some cleaning up in the shop. That's kind of turned into a disaster. Do that. Get this rest of this junk up here. Gotta mow again. Seems like mowing a lot these days. Trying to fix some other stuff with the truck that I hate this truck. And to be honest with you, the stereo and no armrest is my biggest complaint with it. Fuel mileage is kind of hefty, but that's expected with any big truck. Still owe money on it, not much, but nonetheless, it's still owed. But the thing about it is, there's very little rust. It's got a little bit of cab corner rust starting, and a spot in the floorboard that rusted out in the middle of nowhere. I don't understand that. Easy peasy to fix. The transmission's iffy in it, but I'm gonna try to tow with it. I'm gonna try to tow some equipment and let her rip and see what happens and hope for the best. So, like I say, not a tremendous amount going on around here. Just wanted to kind of show you that sometimes you do nothing. Sometimes you spend a day working on a daggone compressor. I will say, I've had probably 25 subscribers, new subscribers, over the last week or three, and I really appreciate you guys subscribing. I really appreciate all my old subscribers. You know, I've had the YouTube channel for, 15 years probably, and never started posting on a regular basis, until here, the last couple of years or whatever. So I appreciate all you guys that have stuck around with my antics and coming and going, and all of my projects and messing around, and well, if you watch the channel. Anyways, I just want to do a quick little update, and sometimes you just have to do nothing and be very unproductive. It's okay. We got a bunch of rain coming up this weekend, but after that, it is time to get everything in the ground planted and get ready to rock and roll for summer. It's getting very exciting, because I actually have a buyer lined up for my heirloom seeds that I plan on selling. He is interested in corn and sunflower seeds. So super excited about that. More to come on that in the fall. Anyways, I appreciate you guys tuning in and watching. You guys be good and be safe, and we'll catch you next time.